Hey everybody, and welcome to Stock Abilities. Today I'm going to be covering the Webull trading platform. Currently does not have options, but that is coming up here before the end of the year, as well as a lot of other exciting stuff that I'll highlight a little bit later in the video. But since this video is going to be about the trading platform, I'm going to focus on that here initially. Now, obviously, this is what it looks like when you first come in. You got the watch list, you got order flows, you got the buy sell. People are probably going to ask, so I'll bring it up. But you got the limit, market stop, and stop limit. You got the extended hours, time in force, day, good till canceled, extended hours, yes or no. So if you want the trade to react in the after hours or in the pre-market kind of thing, you got stop loss orders, take profit orders, depending on how the order goes. You got your standard charts here. You can add an order at a specific point on the chart. You can add it to your watch list. You can create an alert. And at the top left here with that little bell icon is the alerts. And this the different positions. And you got working, filled, canceled, pending, partial filled, failed, and all. And that's pretty common sense. Something sort of similar to Thinkorswim is you can actually make your own custom boards, as you can see. Kind of drag and drop and move these around. There's different widgets that you can look through. So if you wanted a new board, you got adding the widgets. You could do a normal kind of just a baseline trading board or multiple charts, and you'd be able to flip through them. I'll just click here as an example. As you can see here, you got 3 trades. You can change it around however you want. And I'll go out of this here. And we will click a new board. You got custom widgets. You got the account details, watch list positions, orders, NASDAQ total view, time and sales, trade, and more. And unfortunately for the NASDAQ total view, you'd have to pay a little bit for access to that. For the charts here, just as an example, time and sales, trade's pretty common sense. Active trade is a quick buy market, sell market. So if you want to get in and out with shares, this is kind of convenient. Just click, click, that's it. But we're going to close out of all this here. Not going to click account details, but I will show you guys the watch list, positions, orders. I don't really actively trade on this platform currently as of this point, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what it looks like here on the inside. Pop out of this, close that out. And there's different tabs here that you can see. You have the watch list, which is pretty much standard of whatever your current watch list is, however you have it set up. Positions, food, if you want to create another one or edit it, edit watch lists. You got a different grid, and you can see your paper trades, which I'll get here in a little bit. Stocks, here's pretty much similar to the main area that I was showing you initially. It's not similar, it's identical, considering this is the main area that kind of pops up sort of when you come in. It's a little bit different. Then, of course, you have the markets. You got the United States. You see how the Dow Jones, S&P, NASDAQ are doing. See how the Hong Kong markets are doing. Hang Seng, so-and-so. Different stocks, silver, different commodities kind of thing. Advancers and decliners distribution, and net inflow. Corporate information, different news coming out from China, or rather Hong Kong. And if you want to see on the global market, this is kind of a unique feature. You can see what you're down, what you're up, how it's moving, kind of thing, just across the whole board of the world there. So you can see market was doing decent in the last 24 hours of open trading. You got crypto here as well. Before I go into that, kind of shrink down the focus here if you just want to get an idea of how it moves. Brings it right back to here. You can actually look specifically at that particularly if you'd like. But we're going to go back into the markets area just in general. I just wanted to show you guys that. And you can see you got a quick chart here of BTC, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on and so forth. Seeing how they're actively doing with quick charts here. Just a basic chart, nothing too fancy. Screeners is interesting. You got different regions to choose from, exchanges to choose from, different sectors if you want to watch just a specific sector. For example, let's scroll down here. You get a quick view of how just a variety of different transportation sectors are doing and their current pricing. And screeners here. These are some screeners I've made. I'm not going to create any screeners in this video, but I'll make a video about how to create the different screeners and things like that a little later on. This is just kind of a quick video of that. But pretty much when you click a screener that you've already made, it'll show you all the given stocks and the pricing and everything. And you can always adjust these to make it the borders more proper. Right now it's kind of squishing together a little bit. Got time and sales as well. Just a quick chart, statistics, things like that. Just generic trading area here, similar. You got similar to what I showed you guys earlier, so nothing really new to mention here. And this is just oh, that's not good. Let me hop back in here. This is just a standard paper trading if you want to paper trade and not risk any capital. This is kind of the platform that it looks like. So you can see just like the earlier platform, you can adjust the boxes and do watch lists, things like that. You can set alerts, pretty much nothing really all that different. And see, obviously, days profit and loss, buying power, things like that. And I think that's about all I wanted to cover in this here. It's a different little portion I can show you of the paper account, but you can see how you're doing in a more visual sense. So if you've ever did Robinhood or whatever and you like that kind of visual sense, and of course you got a little reset button here if you screw up or you just want to reset it and see how you do coming days. I do some challenge videos here if you want to check them out on the channel, which I'll get into here in a little bit. I'm not quite done with the video. Just trying to see if there's anything that I have overlooked in this video, but I believe I've covered everything I wanted to. I guess I could show this here. Just the different indicators. The indicators are fairly basic comparative to Thinkorswim, but you don't really need a whole lot of indicators to do charting. You got the EMA lines, you got moving averages, you got Bollinger Bands, you got WEP, you got MACD, and you got RSI. You can add some more different ones. You can kind of mix and match the indicators. Nothing too fancy with that. You can do different styles here. You got line, area, candle, hollow candle, baseline, Fibonacci, bar, and colored bar. It's all depending on your preferences. Of course, you got the standard time frames: 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, a day, and so on. So you can kind of sort of customize them different time frames as well. That's pretty commonplace in most brokers. And we're going to go in a little bit more detail while I'm here with you on this video. And as Webull states, they will cover, they currently offer stocks, obviously. They offer ETFs and ADRs. For an ADRs is like a representation of a company from another country. You got options trading, which is coming very soon, as I mentioned earlier in the video. and they're going to be doing IRA, Forex, and cryptocurrency trading are in their pipeline. They sort of like have a very baseline of it right now, but it's could be a lot more involved. And they're going to obviously try to expand outside of the US market. These are their fees comparative to others. You got the commissions of Webull is 0, Robinhood is 0, TD Ameritrade is now 0. You have short selling on Webull, yes. You cannot do that currently on Robinhood, and on TD Ameritrade you can. In-depth analysis tools and charts, yes, sort of. I think Thinkorswim is a little bit more dynamic in that regard, but comparative to Robinhood, it's a little bit more clear and direct. I feel they can work a little bit more on their news end of things. You got the Thinkorswim, that's obviously yes. You got 24/7 customer service with Webull. I've emailed them and gotten responses within an hour. I've emailed Robinhood and I've gotten responses within months. So now it's a little bit of an exaggeration, but I've had tickets open for many months where they either forgot or something along those lines. Robinhood does not really answer the phone anymore. I don't even know if they have an active phone line. I've called Webull and I've gotten responses pretty quickly on the phone. I've contacted Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade pretty quick as well. Webull offers free margin trading. Robinhood charges monthly for it, and TD Ameritrade charges nothing for it as well. And just a little bit of recap if you guys aren't familiar with Webull. Webull is a zero commission, as I've already covered, self-directed retail brokerage, free market data. You can check their FINRA broker license through FINRA's broker check. They're a legitimate broker from the United States. They are an LLC, limited liability company, and they protect individual customers up to basically 500,000. It's ipc.org if you want more information. And you can see extra insurance policy that they mention here. So you're pretty secure when you're trading with Webull. Kind of a little bit more detail here. Webull makes money the same way any other broker makes money, but just different ideas of what they're making money through as to why they can offer this broker for free as compared to other brokers that charge. A lot of the fees that, like trading fees, make up a lot of that, but there's little back end things. You got order flow, stock loans, interest and free credit balances, margin interest. There's some other things I'm sure that they'd make money on, but this just kind of covers the baseline of what they're doing so they can keep the lights on, as they say. You obviously have to be a U.S. resident currently with a U.S. home address. You have to be 18 years at least old. You have to have a social security number, U.S. citizenship, or must have a social security number and a U.S. permanent resident card or valid U.S. visa. If you like this video, you can check out this video and other videos here in the Discord channel. I also have a Patreon if you want to consider supporting that. And Discord covers a lot of things. I do alerts, I do stock news, I do just more generalized video. I even have a little freelance section that I'm working on for different ways to make money through freelancing. Thanks for listening in, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Check out the link below as well if you like, as currently Webull offers 2 free shares, 1 free share for joining, 1 share for depositing monies, and 1 currently, at least for the month of November, a gift card for coffee. So check all that out. The description and links are in the description below. Thanks for stopping by and have a nice day.